beauty standards are different all around the world. In China, they were practicing a foot binding because it's a symbol of status and social standing. In Iran, you will often see young women and men proudly sporting bandage on their nose. Women of the Myanmar's tribe are well known for wearing a neck rings from their young age. But what makes a Russian woman beautiful, and how do the Russians evaluate beauty?
When someone thinks of a beautiful Russian woman, they often think of a tall, thin, blonde-haired, blue-eyed Russian girl. But they often forget that Russia is an ethnically diverse country. The Russian Federation consists of 85 federal subjects, more than 190 ethnic groups, speaking many languages and following many religious and cultural traditions. So since Russia is geographically the largest country in the world, this leads to the different standards of beauty. So women in northwestern Russia, they normally have European features. Women in the southern Russia, they more likely have a darker skin feature. They more look like a southern European and Central Asian woman. And women in the eastern part of Russia, they more likely looks like an Asians like me. So I am from the farthest eastern part of Russia, and as you already know, from the coldest place on earth, Republic of Sakha-Yakutia. So Yakutian women have their own beauty standards as well. As we can see from the history and from the book, the Yakutian woman has been always associated to the concept of a beautiful flower. So the beauty of Yakutian woman was not only expressed in appearance, but also was in a good temper, in a pure thoughts, and also how she speaks. They usually had a very natural appearance with the long hair and maybe with the whiter skin. But when Russians started their conquest to the Yakutia, in the 17th century, Yakutia became a part of the Russian Federation. So in Yakutia, we have a half population of Yakutian people and also the half population of Russian people. And therefore, you can meet a lot of mixed families which has a mixed child. It's indeed, you can see that the mixed child, they have a really unique appearance. They have usually Asian features and with the light eyes, like with the blue or green eyes. So nowadays the Yakutian beauty standards is a change from the traditional ones, and now the people think that the beautiful Yakutian girl is who has a whiter skin, who has some maybe more European features, and maybe who has a lighter eyes. But of course, in Russia, we have some concepts of the Russian beauty standards, and it's about the being tall, thin, with the hourglass figure, and also filled lips, high cheekbones. So Russian women traditionally dressed more feminine, and they always have in their wardrobe, you can see they have a lot of dresses and skirts. And also maybe you hear it many times that Russian woman never appears in public without makeup or without high heels. I have my sister who has been always going out to the grocery with the high-heeled boots and with the makeup. And it's also a belief that the Russian woman is taking out the trash with the makeup and the high heel. So looking your best, it's kind of normal in Russia, and you can meet a lot of beautiful women on the streets in Russia. And Russian women are in kind of a habit of taking care of their appearance. I think it's kind of nice to see a lot of beautiful women on the streets in Russia. You can be inspired and see how they are. Of course, they are not only taking care of their appearance, they also taking care of their family. They are working hard. So one reason why Russians, they hold their women to have a high beauty standards, it's because general competition between women to get a man. In Russia, men are significantly less than women. So many Soviet men during the World War, they died and they didn't back to their families, and in 1950s they were just 76 men to 100 women. But now it's become more and more equal, and I think nowadays the Russian women, they are not competing the men anymore. I think they are competing with themselves, and because they have a high beauty standards, and when another Russian woman see another beautiful gorgeous Russian woman, they just want to look better, and they look better for themselves. Also, a high standards of beauty in Russia is almost in every aspect of our culture. The exterior and interior of the buildings, museums, churches, and the architecture are often curated in gold, in many gold. So Russians always love the extravagant lifestyle. But I personally think the beauty is not something you can see, it's something you can feel. And my own ideas of the beauty standards is not something I can see in the magazine or in advertisement. I think it's something beautiful in the movements, in the voice, in the attitudes. Also, I think a lot of factors makes a person beautiful is to be a kind, a soulful, a positive, and helpful. And also sometimes I like my body because today I have a good mood, but someday I don't like my face and my body. But generally I think my appearance don't define me at all. So I hope you like this video, and if you have your own beauty standards in your own country, you can share with your opinion and with your thoughts in the comment, and we can discuss about it. So see you in the next video. Bye bye!